Hi, it's Nell, and I've been on a roll with the pine cone videos these days. It's a few days after Thanksgiving and time to start all our crafting for Christmas if you haven't already. And one of my favorite things to use is pine cones. I usually collect them, but I've bought them also. These I collected around my home here in Tucson, Arizona, and I am going to make them really shiny and shimmery with silver metallic paint and 3 different types of glitter, which is going to give them a beautiful look. So stick around. It's quick and easy and will make your holiday decorations pop and shine. Now, as I said, I collected these cones around here, but you can also buy them in craft stores, or you can buy them online if you don't have any around you. I gave them a good brush off because there tends to be some debris and oftentimes some insects in them. If you think there are quite a few insects, and of course we don't want to bring those in the house, well, you're going to have to bring them in the house a bit because you have to put them in the oven for like 175 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour or two to let them bake out, and then you can give them a cleaning. Just you can either take like a dust broom or a brush like this and just brush them off because you don't want all that falling into the mixture that I'm about to show you. Now, silver is cooler than gold is. Gold is a warm tone. Silver is shiny, and I think it's great for more modern displays. It goes great with a white, just beautifully. And then, of course, silver and gold are great too. Also combines well with other colors. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing the silver metallic paint. I will leave a link to this paint in the blog post, as well as another metallic paint I love to use. And I'm mixing it with some what's called school glue. It's just, the white glue that dries clear. This I got at the dollar store, but the brand you might know is Elmer's. And it's great to use. And then I have this size brush for the bigger cones and this one for the smaller ones. And I'm just going to go ahead and mix it up really well. You want to make sure that the glue and the paint are really well combined. And I like to paint on pine cones like this because you get more control. You can just paint the tips, or you can paint half the cone, or you can paint the whole cone. It just gives you a little bit more flexibility and control over what you're painting. Okay, that's good and mixed up. And there are the glitters all set to go. As you can see, they're all silver, but they're all slightly different. There's so many different kinds of glitter on the market these days that you can find different types of glitter, even within the same color that you're looking for. So after mixing up the glue and the paint, comes step 2, and that is to paint the cone. And I think I'll start with this one, just because it's out front. And what I do is I sort of dab it all over first, just to get it here, there, and everywhere. And then I go back and I get it where I really want it to go. And these larger ones, I think I'll just do halfway, so a little bit of the cone shows through. How you paint it is up to you. It depends on the look you want. I'm going to get them just at the tips to be reflective. And then I always like to really paint up here because that's where you catch a lot of the light on the top of the cone, especially if it's in a centerpiece or in a wreath. Okay, and what I find is really handy to use for this type of thing is a flexible cutting board. When I had my commercial Christmas decorating business, I used trays, a lot larger trays that I bought at the dollar store, just because I did so much glittering and I was glittering some big things. But now this works fine for me. So I'm going to use this glitter here. It's called Polyester Jewels. It has a little bit of different colors in it, and it's pretty fine. So I'm going to just go and shake it all over. And on these larger cones, I kind of let the, or I do, not kind of, I do let the glitter just sit for a bit on the cone so it can all absorb in. And when I was starting my business the first couple of years, I used so many pine cones because they were a nice, inexpensive way to decorate. And you can spray them and glitter them and get different looks. So just going to put that one to dry. And then the thing about the cutting board is you can just do this. Oops. Unless you spill it all like me. And get it back into the container. Now I'm going to do this one. And the glue and the glitter do take a little bit of time to dry, but that's fine because it also gives you more time to go back and add some in if you want to. It doesn't dry really fast like hot glue does. So with the smaller cones, I'll just take this brush and I'll just sort of dab it here on it just to get some paint on. It's a little bit faster that way. And just get into all these nooks and crannies so this cone gets really nice and colored. Gets, I don't know, picks up the paint and the glitter as much as it can. As much as you care to paint on anyway. And then obviously the third and final step that I'm going to do is the glitter. And now I'm going to use this one. It's just called Polyester Jewels. This one is Polyester Jewels Silver, and that one is Polyester Jewels Alpha Jewels. Alpha because it has the colors in it, I guess. And see, this glitter is super reflective. So this will shine up any decor you're doing. Of course, it's really fine, so it's also going to stick to you. Okay, put that one over to dry. The good thing about glitter, too, is that it'll hide any imperfections in the cone. Like this one was broken right there, and you can't even see it. And this cone here is one I just hauled out of a craft bin because I ran out of the 2 small cones that I foraged from up the street, and I wanted to get this done. But I just want to show you that I've already slightly glittered this one here. It's got a crystal glitter on it, but that's okay because you can just go over and paint over glitter, or you can glitter over glitter too, and or if you want to change the look. And this really fun glitter here, that is the larger flake and the larger square one, is just called 1/16 of an inch silver. But this just changes the look of that crystal cone. Okay, now I'm going to clean up a bit and let them dry. And if I have forgotten to include anything here, which I oftentimes do when I'm doing a video, and when I go back and do the post, I'll add something in. So be sure to check the post that goes along with this video. I've also done gold metallic cones with glitter, 4 different types of glitter, and I also did snowy cones that are really pretty. And then last year I lightened and I bleached cones and glittered them. So the links to all those posts and videos will be in the description box down below, and also in the post that goes along with this one. I had enough paint for 1 more cone, and I decided to do a combo of colors, which I've done on the other 2 cones I did just a few days ago. And this combo I'm going to do it's called shell pink and this silver. It's almost little bit like a dark, rosy gold. And because this was the last one, I got really sloppy. There's paint all over. But try to keep the paint out of the glitter because then it glops it up. So, and I'm just going to do that and then go around here so that it picks up both of the colors. I styled them just a little bit so you could get an idea of how they would look. But if there was a light shining on them, you would see how different the reflection is on them, but they're all still shiny and pretty and very festive to use in a display or on your tree or on a wreath. And these glitters, these 3 glitters I've had for a while, so I don't know if I can find exactly these 3, but I will look around and I will leave some links in the post if I can find something similar to it. But if you just keep your eye open, you'll find some glitters. The stores carry lots of different ones these days. Here we have the pink and silver one, and it's jazzed up a little bit with some hot pink and glossy deep purple. I do my glittering out here in the driveway, but I live in a warm climate in the Arizona desert. But I used to glitter in my garage in Santa Barbara because I had a big garage for crafting, and now I have a car in the garage. So I work out here, but you might want to do it in your basement if you can, or in your garage. But if you do it in your house, just be sure to lay down lots of cloths or plastic because it does tend to travel and stick to you and sort of get all over the place. So I hope this has gotten you a little bit more in the holiday mood and got you thinking, I could use those silver cones and that arrangement in my dining room. I thank you for all your likes and your subscribes. I really appreciate them. I have a lot more videos coming your way. Now let's get over to our craft tables, whether they be in our garage, our driveway, our kitchen, our craft rooms, and make our worlds a more beautiful and festive place. I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video, and happy holidays.